All right, let's talk Verrückt and high rounds and some of the things that I have figured out on this map through my couple days of grinding. Um, First off, I did have a very nice double trap strat that allowed you to go through the rounds at like 45 seconds a horde, but unfortunately, the traps are very inconsistent. You can run through it 10 times, be fine, and then the 11th time, you'll just insta down. And those are the clips here that I have at the beginning of the video. It's just me running this strat and just randomly, you'll run through the trap and just insta down. So that's really annoying. I only have 3 games that I recorded of it doing that, but it happened probably 7, 8 times, get to 40 and then insta down from a trap. But regardless, I found a way to kind of avoid that. It's slower. It's almost twice as slow, which is really annoying, but that's just the way it is for Black Ops 3. It's going to have to be the way the map is played. But what's really nice about this strat is that you're utilizing both traps. You're hitting the trap almost immediately after it cools down, and you're also able to keep kitchen closed, so you can use Alchem whenever you get it. That will utilize the Black Ops 3 mechanics of camping as much as you can and then running traps the rest of the game. What I do is I camp kitchen for as long as I can. If you can get a Mark II, it's helpful. But really, camping kitchen is just going to rely on your gumball luck and how many or what your alchem cycle is in your gumballs. I've camped to 45 before, and then sometimes I've had to run traps on 40. It just all depends, and really it doesn't matter. You're not going to be losing that much time to really make a difference. But regardless, camping kitchen is really nice because you can get through the annoying slow spawns of early game, and by 40, 45, I mean, the spawns are good enough to run this trap strat, so that's very convenient. For this video, I just have recording of round 52, just running through the traps, which is perfectly fine. If anything, it'll speed up a little bit. It's going to look very similar to any high round game that you decide to play, so let's get into that. What I'm going to do is freeze frame different parts of me running through this strat, so I'll have a little bit more time to explain, but right now we are at the back of the LCAR room, and this is the beginning of the round. So what you can do is, I recommend this, just starting in the kitchen so that you can utilize that 2-window spawn, and right off the bat you can have all the zombies behind you just by coming down the staircase and doing one cut back in this room. But once you have full horde, I just take them into spawn and into jug side of spawn. Once you get to jug side of spawn, you want to try to get them as close to each other as possible before going up the staircase. Black Ops 3 zombies, with them just having some super sprinters and some lagging behind, it's really important. Once you get up here, let's pause. Looking down, you always want to look down this corridor to that window, because I have had many zombies despawn for some reason. I don't know if they just pass out, if there was one glitch somewhere and it lags out or passes out. But I have encountered one zombie coming this direction, and one zombie will trap you in this doorway. So if you see that, either sprint ahead to get through the doorway or shoot him, because you will get stuck by one zombie here. So let's continue. You want to go all the way to the rocks and then do a cutback by this KRM to buy you as much time in this corridor as you can. You want to hit the trap, and then you want to run through like a second after hitting the trap. What that'll do is it'll allow you to not get hit by the trap. You won't take any damage, and the zombies directly behind you will die. So that's very important. That's how we're going to use the other trap too. And this should kill... I've killed full hordes in this. It just depends on how many zombies were like the slowest speed of zombies in the horde this time. Those will not die from the trap. You don't have enough time, and you shouldn't worry about it. So let's unpause. So now looking down this corridor, there is a pathfinding exploit where if you run down this corridor, zombies for some reason go up and hug the left side of this wall. So that's very convenient. You can actually like face a full horde and squeeze by in this small space, just because for some reason they want to go all the way to the wall. We're not going to question it. We're just going to work with it. But after you hit that trap, the zombies from this window spawn are going to start popping out immediately. So once you go through the trap, you want to run as fast as you can to this staircase and get down the staircase. once you get down the staircase, you're kind of free sailing. All the zombies will be spawning behind you. So you're just going to go to the L car room and do a horde up. I recommend doing cutbacks to not try to hit gaps from QR machine. Don't try to hit those gaps because they're very difficult to see. Like right here, I'm doing that was very risky. You just have so many different speed zombies. It's not worth the risk. If you can just do cutbacks to avoid trying to hit a gap there, do it. After that, you can go up the staircase. I always have the WAF out because there can always be stragglers or the slowest speed of zombies. All right, so once you get up the staircase, you want to take the right side immediately. Do not buy Vesper ammo immediately like I did here. I was just seeing if I could grab it. But take the right side, and sometimes I even go through the trap, just depending on how many of the super sprinters I have behind me. If I have more than 5, I go through the trap and go all the way around. And all you're doing here is just buying time for the entire horde to get up the staircase. Once they're up the staircase, you're going to go into the speed cola room. I kind of just try to buy as much time as I can in here to get all of the zombies in this room so that I can then go into the trap. So let's pause. We are going to go into this trap, and all we're trying to do is kill a half horde. We cannot kill a full horde in this trap like I would like to, which is the most convenient thing because, as you saw at the beginning of the video, you cannot get out of here consistently. You will insta down sometimes for some whatever reason it is. So all you're going to try to do is kill a half horde, preferably the super fast ones that are right behind you, and whatever slow ones can get in the doorway. Unfortunately, some of them will get stuck. So it's kind of like just RNG if you can get a few more zombies in there into the trap. But the more that you can get in there, the better. What is nice is that you will kill a half horde here, and whatever zombies spawn out the window, you will kill too. And I've had it a couple times where the same zombie like just kept respawning and dying in the trap, which is nice. So when you go into this trap, you want to kind of take the outskirts of the inside of the trap, hit the trap, and then go through. And that will kill quite a few of them. Immediately after hitting the trap, though, go down the staircase into the L car room. You want to do this immediately just because they spawn so quickly out of the windows. You do not want to have to shoot your WAF to get down the staircase. You want to be able just to get down smoothly every time. And if you go immediately after hitting the trap, you will do that without a doubt. And once you do your horde up, I mean, you can shoot Vesper here. I recommend the Vesper because you can run pretty quick with it, and you will make your points back for the traps. But yeah, you can shoot your Vesper and then just continue on to the other trap, and by that time it will be ready to go. But yeah, guys, that's kind of what I figured out. I've been grinding and just constantly testing different strat idea after different strat idea, and this is kind of the best thing that I've discovered. And what, like I said at the beginning, what makes this so good is that kitchen is closed still, and you can use Alchem whenever you want, or well, whenever you get it, I should say. But the strat itself, as it is right now, without shooting any WAF, is 70.1 seconds per horde, depending on, as I said, how many zombies you can kill in a trap. So how many zombies respawn and come out the windows in the traps and die continuously, that all depending. But if Treyarch ever does decide to fix the traps so that you can run through them, yeah, you could speed this up almost and run it twice as quickly, kill twice as many zombies. But for the time being, this is kind of where I'm at. But thank you for watching. If this was helpful, let me know. This is kind of the first strat video that I've ever done. And the only reason I'm doing it on Black Ops 3 is because at the moment it's a little bit more relevant. I do want to do a bunch of Black Ops 2 strat tutorials like exactly like this, just like freeze frame and talk about what's going on. But if that would be helpful, for sure, let me know. Thanks for watching. Take care.